What is good, everyone? Fury here. We are back with a bit more Grand Blue versus, and today we are watching OZ Japan playing as Lancelot versus the 2D god himself, Mago, playing as Zeta. We will get straight into this. This is another one of those ranked matches. So, let's see how this plays out. Fuck it. Let's talk about Zeta first, just quickly, because she is an underrepresented character right now, considered one of the weaker characters, but with still early days, so take that with a pinch of salt. Lancelot, as we know, we've covered him a lot here. Very good. Very good in scrambles and versus a character with slow buttons and slow projectiles. I imagine that's going to be quite difficult. Right off the bat, we see Mago playing very defensively, just walking back, giving up space, trying to stay outside of Lancelot's ranges where he's more comfortable scrambling, but also not going so far away that EX lunge becomes a bit more of a threat. Throws out the projectile. This projectile is very good, but it's just slow. It basically gives you the freedom to just roll on reaction to it. Obviously, she can delay it with the other versions, and that can catch people off guard. But even then, the reward's not that huge. So, Lancelot happily rolling through and starting off his pressure. Wow, nice. Yeah, this is a very good button. It's got a good hitbox on it, and you can see it caught OZ Japan. Margo's not doing this on reaction, obviously. This is a counter hit. This is not a punish. It's preempting Lancelot moving into that space because he knows where he wants to occupy, and ends up catching a button, and you're buffering it straight into EX. This is going to lead into safe pressure. Just goes to the hops, and then goes for a low. That's the bread and butter of her mix-ups. Hops, low, or hops, throw, etc. Very safe stuff. You can see that time goes for 2 hops, and then goes for a slower button to bait any sort of throw attempt. Wow. That is not something you see get baited very often. I assume OZ Japan thought Mago was going to walk into that range, or maybe throw out a projectile, something to keep him at bay. Just gets a big whiff punish on it. Doesn't spend the meter because he knows it won't kill, but here it will. And there we go, first round. No, they're the sort of matches you love to see, right? The slow near perfects. They're like the best shit ever, where it's just a bunch of whiff punishes. Starting off a completely different tone this time, so he runs immediately. After that slow start last round, mixing it up straight away. I'm surprised Lancelot is just blocking here. It's very rare to see a Lancelot blocking in neutral. Goes for the EX, not the EX, the lightning legs, or the equivalent of. This is instant block bait, basically. You can just instant block all of this. We look at the meter he's on, right? 3%. Instant blocks tons of this, and he was up to 12% before he got hit. So we just rewind it a little bit. Yeah, 12% for a complete safe instant block attempt. If you watch my video on instant blocking, you can just hold the block button and then mash down back. It's completely safe. So this builds you a ton of meter without any of the risk. It's a good option for her because it leaves her -2 and very far away, but even still, you gotta worry about it sometimes. Man, makes the correct read on the jump. This is one of the key ways Lancelot's going to mix you up, right? Is the fear of Wrecker keeps you to the ground and he throws out an EX fireball and gets further pressure. Super jumps here and gets over the air throw, which is fantastic. But this is, classic Lancelot. It puts you in a scramble where your shit's whiffing and then just EX lunges you. It's just something that he's going to do in neutral a lot. Manages to wake up buttons there. That's such a risky range to do it. Because he could have got the close B there, which is his kind of bread and butter pressure starter. Gets the throw, put him right in the corner. yeah, we get it. You're a 3-5-5 player, it's fine. Tries to bait something, unsuccessful. Not worried about lightning legs building meter at this point because he's got 100% anyway. Ooh, okay. See, that is such an interesting interaction, right? He blocks the overhead, goes low, dashes up, trying to bait a throw because he's landed quite a few already. Overhead again, blocks, but you can see here, see that a little bit? That's Mago holding forward. Now, obviously, the overhead is, I believe, -2 or -1. Not punishable, but it's your turn. So throwing in your own throw in that situation is not a bad idea. You know, they're going to respect your turn. Well, this time gets 2-0'd out of it, and yeah, we're firmly in the scramble right now. Oh, nice. I'm so shocked he went for the forward teleport there. Maybe he was going to go into like an upward one. I don't know. It seems like a weird choice from the Lancelot, but you know, Lancelot, his whole thing is keeping it varied and taking risks in those variations. This is not a punish. Huh. Man. Either way, he gets the counter hit and finishes off the round pretty clean there. Yeah, Lancelot's going to be scrambling. You know, it's just the nature of the character, so you want to get damage, you want to preempt stuff, and Mago's doing a fantastic job of doing so, using those long-range buttons really well, which is hard in this matchup just because of how laggy they are. Nice. That's, you know, this is a gimmick. This is not, it's not fantastic, but it's something you have to throw out there. You have to keep the opponent's mind preoccupied with a variety of options, and that's what options like that do. Here we go. That is very safe. So from that sort of range, yeah, you go into the forward L. You can go into back like L to get away, but Lancelot can EX lunge to basically punish you. So doing this, even though you're kind of giving up your turn because it should be Lancelot's turn now, like you are going to be negative. If you dodge it, it doesn't really matter. It's even, I believe. Even though you're giving away your turn, you're not running the risk of being punished. Lancelot didn't actually have his EX, so he could have done that a lot more safe, but either way, you know, it's a very standard thing. She's going to be buffering. What the fuck was that? Yeah, she's going to be buffering into that special a lot. I do not... This is... Alright. We need to watch all of that, because that's tech. So blocks the... Was that far B? Yep, far B. Or far M. Goes for the Wrecker. And Mago returns with far hard punch. And it works. I don't think he was necessarily anticipating that because he didn't buffer it. But that seems like actual tech to me. Maybe her hitbox thins out substantially or moves back during the course of this move. But that's... I've not really seen that whiff or anyone get a punish from it. So that's super handy. If that is a legitimate strategy, that seems very, very good versus Lancelot. Alright, wakes up with a reversal. The reversal's not brilliant from either character, but shit, you gotta use them. 3 throws in a row. What's he going for this time? Just empty cross up. Nice. He's just really establishing this pressure really well. And he's just going to keep him trapped in the corner here, just keeping it nice and varied. And that should be end days with a bit of chip. There we go. Easy. I mean, that's just standard Lancelot there. But I'm really fixated on that far H catching him. Like from the far B into Wrecker. That's really cool. Alright, we're going to get safe pressure once again. Easy conversion. Spends the EX. Which is fair enough, but you don't get that much damage from it, you know. Yeah, he's just going to get out himself. Yeah, you know, you're spending all your meter. Hers recover quite quickly, but sometimes it's not worth spending it and no longer having the option. I guess because she's not really using these in neutral, it's okay for her to spend it, but for some characters, it's a big decision. Lovely, lovely conversion. She's really good at that sort of stuff. Oh, this is such an obnoxious thing to do. Jump back, hits the L, goes off the wall, hits L again. Like, that's brutal. I mean, I can't believe that Mago had the fortitude to mash out there, but he does it. Alright, so he throws the fireball. I like this idea of just, like, jumping back and then just, like, dive kicking over. Gets punished for it, but I think that's a cool idea. Even though it did, you know, the result was terrible, but it was a good idea. And this is a very traditional way to deal with the dash down. It's just hit a 5L as they're landing, make them land into it. You can't really anti-air it, so you just got to catch them afterwards. And does a fantastic job of it, finishing out that round. Yeah, I guess he was scared of the range there, scared that Lancelot would be plus and she'd get counter hit for it. That's the EX projectile and throw. Very, very standard stuff. Oh, God, does it. Off the wall mix-ups again. This is such a good mix-up. You know, we've all got like 20 years of block high, then low. And this abuses that completely. Doesn't convert into the wreckers, unfortunately, though. It's good for Mago. He's just very happy. He just feels very comfortable in mashing out of corner pressure, which is so hard to do, but as I always say, you have to do versus Lancelot. You can't allow him to take the piss like this. Yeah, tried to super jump out there. Doesn't work out. Wow, that was really cool. So he tries to super jump. You can tell because of the lines that appear. Right there. Yeah, you can see these little lines. That's for his super jump. Just does it again because fuck it. And then goes down and then goes down right. This doesn't look safe to me. But shit, it might be. He comes out of block. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is safe. And if so, that's a very cool option to escape the corner. Because you, like, not only do you escape the corner, but you put him back in it and get, you know, a neutral situation, which is awesome. Already seeing so much new shit with Zeta that I haven't seen before. There we go. Just easy conversion into super. It's not going to kill. Scaling's quite difficult in this game, but he is going to have... Wow. Okay. What happened here? So he goes for the X Fireball. Mago reacting perfectly, jumping. I guess you can see he's doing the overhead here. He was just too late on it. And the angle in which Mago was looked kind of overhead. So, you know, the hitbox might have, the actual 2H itself might have whiffed. Or he could have done any of number of the dive kicks to work around it and delay his jump arc. She has options when jumping like this and works out. Tries to reset the pressure. You know, he wanted to win that round and he wasn't going to get it from just doing tap taps. So run up overhead to try and bait a throw attempt. OZ Japan being way too ready and just happily jumping away. There we go. EX lunge to finish off. It's the scramble killer right there. The EX lunge is so good. So good. Yeah, I'm seeing so many options from Zeta. Like, they all seem like reactable, but there's so many different options that when you've got enough options, even if they are reactable, they become unreactable. So nice. Just running up and just doing 2L. You got to do it sometimes. Wow. Goes for the spot dodge. Nice. Man, he's getting so much success just catching Lancelot wanting to sprint in. I'm wondering what the concern is. Okay, that's it. Wow, that just blasts through that fireball away. I wonder if it blasts through EX. If so, it's fucking brilliant. Nice. Just controlling the space so well. I want to watch... Sorry. I just want to watch all of this again because it was just beautiful space control. Catches him running up, trying to take the piss. Goes for the EX, hops, no conversion, no opening, just walks back and is punishing these fireballs with his own. Love this. He's doing a brilliant job. Blocks the EX, mashes out of the, like, disingenuous pressure afterwards. Just, like, this is all perfect play for a character that has long, slow pokes. It's very hard to do this. Nice. Just very happy to zone. I love it. Obviously, he's got to be aware now of the super, but he's got such a life lead that the super doesn't matter that much. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, when you have a life lead like that, even though the opponent may react, it's kind of whatever. If they don't react, you're putting them even closer to life. And if they do, they've just spent their meter to get one opening that might not, like, it's not going to kill you. Good conversion. Going to get full corner control here. Oh, that was a fucking punish. That's tech right there. Stance, goes behind, so it... Oh my god, and he blocks it in the air. Jesus. Mago is too good. That is such a sick read on that. Man. Just so aware of everything. He gives up the corner doing it, but her corner carry is so good that... Who the fuck cares? Yeah, this is tech. This is actual tech. If you play this character, fucking take note of this. This is insanely useful. So hitting H after far B when he goes into Rekka, and you beat him out, so good. Making it whiff, that's fucking amazing. Alright. Good opening. Gives up the corner for it, but it shouldn't matter too much. There we go. Yeah, Mago's just very good at wake-up buttons. He just controls the pace of the game. If you're this Lancelot player, you're going to lose the confidence in your mix-ups. And you can't do that as Lancelot. You have to be confident. You have to be risky. Wow. Alright. Alright. Do people think that was on reaction? I think it was. I think that was on reaction, and that's wild, man. Alright. He's just gonna stay here. Yeah, Mago is playing out of his fucking mind. With punishing absolutely everything. I think OZ Japan is giving him a lot of opportunities to whiff punish, don't get me wrong. But Mago, it feels as if he's working around the ranges so well, and like those little pieces of tech, like catching the reversal, going through the wrecker, that's just good, solid tech. That's just good shit right there. Like, he's obviously just labbed this matchup a whole bunch, you know. Being friends with Kazunoko, I guess, will do that to a person, but still, awesome play from Mago. And Ozzy, you know, he did his thing. He had some rounds where he just absolutely just overwhelmed Mago too. So that was a good ass game. I like this character. I think she's fun to watch, and seeing little nuances like that about her buttons definitely make it even more exciting for me. So hopefully it was interesting for you too. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to this stuff. I hope other people can appreciate what I do. But anyway, take care everyone. Have a great day.